Chapter 502. Sudden Request. A strange expression appeared on Sunny's face. Lend her a hand? Me? Why would a master need help from an awakened? Meanwhile, Master Jet added, You'll be generously rewarded, of course. Well, I can't guarantee the generous part, really, but there will definitely be a reward. His eyes gleamed. Really? What kind? She chuckled. A fair share of contribution points. Enough to exchange for a decent memory, at least. Plus, didn't you say that you owe me a favor? That did not sound bad at all. Saint was on the verge of reaching the coveted 200 over 200 status, and was currently just a few shadow fragments away from it. However, Sunny couldn't really agree to the proposal without knowing what exactly she expected him to do. Or could he? Master Jet was one of the two ascended, he knew, and his only contact to the government. This was a relationship worth maintaining, which meant that it wasn't wise to refuse her request for assistance. Plus, Sunny quite liked her, and also owed her a lot, even before she had saved him during the gate battle. They were both from the outskirts, and had a rather good rapport. They had a connection. He lingered for a moment, and then said, All right, no problem, I'll do it. Master Jet answered with satisfaction in her voice. Good. I'll come pick you up then. Sunny glanced around, evaluating how presentable his living room was. He was suddenly a bit nervous. What the hell? What are you nervous for, fool? He cleared his throat, and then said, Sure. Oh, wait. Let me give you an address? Master Jet laughed. Gee, Sunny, I work for the government, remember? I know your address. Before he could respond, the call was cut off. Sunny was left standing with a rather dumbfounded expression on his face. She knows. Well, of course she knows. I wonder what else she knows. Noticing the strange look on his face, Rain asked, Did something bad happen? Sunny sighed, then slowly shook his head. No, nothing bad. Just some business I have to deal with. Sorry, we'll have to continue the lesson next time. She stared at him for a moment, then shrugged. Well, all right. I'll practice back home then. With that, Rain picked up her training sword, said goodbye to Effie, and left. A couple of seconds after the door closed behind her, the former huntress gave him an amused look. That pupil of yours is a bit dense, isn't she? Sunny frowned, offended by her words. What do you mean? Effie giggled. Well, you've been tutoring her for a whole month, and she still has no idea who the two of us are. We're just two average random awakened to her. I mean, it's not surprising that she didn't recognize you, but I am a very famous person, you know? Sunny smiled slightly. Yeah. Your pride must be really hurt. Venerable raised by wolves. Please accept my sincere apologies. Not everyone, you see, is obsessed with the awakened. Rain, for example, is more interested in historical stuff, about or from before the spell. Plus, the government mostly uses your dream realm appearance to plaster all over the city, so... Effie waved a hand. I'm joking, you doofus. She's a good kid. She paused for a moment, and then added, That's why it hurts me to see her wasting money on a hack, like you. At that moment there was a sound of a PTV stopping nearby, and of light steps approaching their door. Effie's eyes shined. Turning her wheelchair, she opened the door and yelled, Finally! Master Jet stood on the porch in her usual deep blue uniform, with one hand raised to knock on the door. Her jacket, as always, was carelessly unbuttoned, revealing her slim waist and generous figure. Her short raven-black hair was a bit messy, and there was a look of slight surprise in her icy blue eyes. Effie stared at the older woman for a few moments, disappointment clearly written on her face. Then she said dejectedly, Oh, you're not food delivery. A polite smile appeared on Master Jet's face. Ah, awakened Athena. It's an honor to meet the famous Raised by Wolves. I am Ascended Jet. Effie glanced at her, then at Sunny, then back at Master Jet. Then she smiled. Good job, doofus. I approve. Sunny gave her a murderous look, cursed inwardly, and turned to Master Jet. Do I need to prepare? She shook her head. Your usual memories should do. If everything goes well, you won't even need to use them. He hesitated, and then asked, What if it doesn't go well? Master Jet grinned, making Sunny suddenly feel very uneasy for some reason. Well, then it'll go badly, won't it? We'll know when we know. With that, she looked at Effie and said, Please excuse us. Time is of the essence, so we will have to leave immediately. It was very nice to meet you, awakened Athena. Effie winked at her. Sure, it was nice to meet you too. Bring snacks next time. Sunny felt his ears turning red and promised himself to have a word with her when he got back. Or better yet, kill her. Yes, that would be much better. What next time? There won't be a next time. He quickly put on shoes and followed Master Jet outside, then got into the familiar PTV. As soon as the doors closed, she sent the vehicle moving at full speed, the acceleration pressing Sunny into the seat. The streets of the terrace district flew by in a blur. Master Jet glanced at him, then said wistfully, That's a nice home you have there. Feels strange, right? To own one. I did the same thing after becoming an awakened, actually. Granted, it took me a bit longer to earn enough. You could have afforded a much better district, though. You know that, right? Sunny shrugged. Yeah, I know. But I like it here. It's quiet. She looked into the window and smiled. Can't deny that. Sunny waited for a few moments, then finally asked, Master Jet? Sorry, but what exactly are we doing? She briefly glanced at the control screen of the PTV, sent it into a sharp turn, and answered calmly. We are going to hunt down a dangerous beast. He frowned. Beast? What kind of beast? Master Jet remained silent for a few moments. Then she glanced at him and smiled darkly. The most dangerous beast there is, a human,